What's good, YouTube? All praises to the Most High, YAHUAH, and all praises to YAHUSHA, the one that lived for us, died to his flesh for us, then sacrificed himself on the cross for us. He died twice and then lived for us again, all for us to have the RUACH HAKODESH. Now, let's quicken the RUACH HAKODESH. All right. Halo Kwanzaa, back at you again with another one. If you're new to the channel, pull up, have a seat. Subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, put that bell notification on, and let's have a conversation. Oh yeah. So I wanted to respond to a comment that asked about the government and marriage, or how to get around going around, is it permissible to get married outside of the government? And unfortunately, it's really not. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna explain something to y'all. Satan attacks marriage for a reason. Okay. Satan attacks marriage when the married couple, either one of them, whether it be the male or the female, get in this situation and get married, and once y'all done got married and one of y'all done allowed Satan in your marriage, be it being promiscuous or adulterous, or on either side. But Satan don't like marriage. Satan revels in your promiscuous behavior. Matter of fact, he enjoys the fact that you want to find a way to avoid accountability, because 9 times out of 10, marriage really is a hefty price. This is why I say selfish people shouldn't get married. You should not get married if you are selfish. Now this is just gonna be a down to earth conversation. I'm gonna give it to y'all the same way that I would, like, even if I was interacting with a wife that is mine, okay? So right now I'm being a husband, I'm being a father, I'm being a brother, I'm being a son, and a follower of the Most High, okay? So that's how, and now keep that in your mind, all right? Keep that in mind. Being a follower of the Most High, all right? So as we follow the Most High, we have to be aware of why marriage is hated. You don't find it surprising that people are terrified of marriage and want to be promiscuous now because of the risk of marriage? It's a heavy risk, but it's also a heavier risk to fornicate. That's why it says in Corinthians to flee fornication, flee lust, flee fornication. It says that for a reason. Marriage is contractual by the land for a reason. Okay. The contract was put there to scare us away from marriage to begin with. That's one. Uh, However, it was mainly put up for the woman's protection. It wasn't meant to protect the man. It was meant to protect the woman. Because 9 times out of 10, the way that women's personalities are, as far as how they, see marriage, or as far as how they, once you get married to a woman, like, I mean, you gotta think. It takes a lot out. Okay, it takes a lot out of a faithful woman. I'll put it this way: a woman that's righteous. Okay, so which is why I feel like the consequence should be great. All right. Now let's say that a woman is doing her due diligence as a wife, right? And she's doing everything she's supposed to be doing. She done had kids by this man. She done, she done gave her all in the marriage. She's serving them. She's cooking the meals. She nurturing them carefully. She making sure that everything is good for this man, right? It's valid that if you do something to harm her, that you get a heavy consequence. That is permissible. And you can't take it personal. Like I said in my last video, you can't take that stuff personal. And the reason being is because if they don't went out their way to reshape their bodies for you by carrying your children, or just doing now, I'm not speaking for these women out here that want to be promiscuous or want to be out here or get divorced because they're bored and all this stuff. Like for them, the Most High got something for them when they leave that situation. The most, and this is why I say your contractual agreement down here with a woman that you get married to, or a man that you get married to, is to protect y'all. Okay, it's to protect y'all from the wiles of Satan. Okay, so like you gotta think about how involved or active people are in the world when they out here touching all this stuff. They out here touching all this stuff. And the Most High is paying attention to that. There's diseases out here, all right? That's the first thing. There's diseases out here. You already okay. The first thing is you're already going up against the most. Like when you doing things your own way, you already hurting the Most High. You hurting his order. You are hurting the order, the operation, the order of operation. You are hurting the order of operations when you decide you want to be promiscuous, or you decide you want to fornicate, or you decide you want to get around being committed. Okay, because that's all it really is. And I get it. Like I said, divorce is a heavy toll. Divorce is a heavy toll to pay. But just think about how the Most High sees us when we get divorced. If you can do them like that, you'll definitely do me like that, and you don't even see me. Most High not going for that. I had to repent for my divorce. I repented. I said, Next time I'm in enter, and then even then, I didn't want the divorce. It was my ex-wife that wanted the divorce. I didn't. I'm in the clear. I wanted children. I walked away from the situation, but I never divorced her. Nor did I cheat, nor did I want to go out here and try to mess around, try to get with somebody, until we were completely divorced. And her, you know, I mean this is just, you know, people say, when a woman says a man is selfish for wanting children, no, you're selfish for not wanting them. You want to keep your body intact. That's the only reason you don't want children. Or you want to cater to your vanity, which is why you don't want children. Or you just want to cater to your selfishness, which is why you do not want children. Those are the only reasons a woman don't want children. It ain't the fact that oh, we could possibly die from having children. I mean, yeah, but that's a very small percentage. That's not why you don't want children. And you can't lie to me at all. the, the Most High has gave me a strong discernment. Okay, so when I see this stuff or see these people acting out in specific ways, when I see women acting out in specific ways about not wanting to be married or not want, it's all due to lack of commitment and selfishness. Granted, men are guilty of this first because our women did used to be faithful. Don't make it like it's just their fault that they're acting out what was passed down to them or what they've observed growing up because of irresponsible men. Do not do that because we should be held accountable. As men, we should be held accountable. I'm not taking that away from them. We did do this shit first. It wasn't them. And the Most High, just think about it. The Most High is not about to. The Most High intention for marriage is to exalt the both of you. The more you give to your wife without expecting exaltation in return, the easier it is for the Most High to exalt you. Remember, Satan doesn't want you to be married. His goal is to keep you promiscuous, keep you out here destroying yourselves, keep you out here in chaos and confusion. And just think about this. I don't know if y'all know this, but when these women get divorced, it ain't peaches and cream for them when they get divorced or when they betray the trust of their husband. It's not peaches and cream for them because they decided to get bored and wanted to go and play around out here in this wicked world. It's wicked out here. They'll catch something in the heartbeat. And then on top of it, like I said, it's detrimental for people to be committed. YAHUAH sees your lack of commitment as your lack of commitment to him. He watches how you treat people. He watches how you treat your spouse. He watches how you treat your wife. He watches how you treat your husbands. Y'all thinking, oh, I'm about to go on my journey after I done got a divorce, or after I get divorced, or y'all got this high excitement or exhilarating feeling as y'all file for a divorce out here. Think the most like, yeah, all right, you might have your fun for that time, but that's a fleeting pleasure. It's fleeting. You're not gonna get nothing out of divorce. Neither one of you, honestly. Uh, you're gonna get a lot of heartache and pain. That's why it's so hard when people get divorces. Shit, it was hard for me when I got a divorce. I suffered emotionally and spiritually. I suffered. So, but she possibly did too. I wouldn't know. I would not know. And then let's say that she didn't suffer emotionally, or she didn't suffer, like, if she didn't suffer emotionally, she suffered spiritually, because divorce either adds to your ego and arrogance, or it adds to your suffering and leaning on to the confidence in the Most High. And depending on which way you choose, the Most High see you for what you really are. So, if a woman divorces a man because she's bored, or she doesn't have the same zeal for that man that she had when she first got with him, uh, that like I said, Satan get to crash out. If he could stop y'all from getting married altogether, how would he do it? You ever like ask yourself why these punishments are heavy when you get a divorce? It's to scare you away from getting married. It's to terrify you. Satan don't want you to get married. That's why he puts such heavy stakes on marriage, because we are still to live by the laws of the land. We are supposed to live by the laws of the land. There is not one time in that word that I read that we wasn't supposed to still follow the ways, like we still supposed to follow the laws of the land. Following the laws of the land is still following the Most High, to be honest. So when you get your consequences behind disrespecting the laws of the land, you still disrespected the laws of the Most High, because your job is to follow the laws of the land. Now, you got people that covertly not follow the laws of the land by committing adultery, cheating. Just think about what you done brought back home to your husband or to your wife. Think about what you could have brought back home to them, to where now they have something they can't get rid of because you jeopardized your vessel for your fleeting pleasure, when you just could have went home. And don't get me wrong, if you're not happy, you're supposed to fix that. You're not supposed to be happy in marriage. Happiness, peace, yes. Happy, Not all the time. You know, y'all gonna have y'all ups and downs. Everybody does. But when the Most High, He tells us to separate from each other for a time, for a reason in marriage. And He says it's all in Corinthians 7, if you don't believe me. Read Corinthians chapter 7. 1 Corinthians chapter 7. Read the whole thing. Read the whole thing, the whole chapter. And I'm not about to point it out to y'all. I want y'all to read it. Read it and understand it too. Because once again, the Ruach HaKodesh leads me to talk about this stuff. I don't just, like, when I sat there and read that question, I said, you know what? I'm going to talk about this again. Because I done talked about it in other videos. But I wanted it to be a lot more detailed on why you should stick to who you are having sex with. When you fornicate, get married to that person you fornicated with. Because when you try to separate with them, it's going to be a tough task. Trust me, I know, because I have been through this and even sometimes still go through it. It's tough. Or it's a challenge. It's a heavy challenge. Okay? It's a heavy challenge. But when you out here, you wanting to get with somebody, get with a woman you find attractive, or you want to get with a man that you find attractive, get it. Get rid of your selfishness. Get rid of your selfish behavior, because the Most High looking at you, both of y'all. The Most High has no desire for your happiness. He has desire for your obedience, regardless of whether you're happy or not. He has desire for your exalting Him. You exalt the Most High in your marriage. The Most High uses your marriage to exalt His greatness. He uses your children, when you have them, to exalt His greatness, not yours. It exalts your greatness in return. It exalts your greatness to the Most High, that you take care of these vessels. You take care of these little vessels for the Most High, because one day those vessels will be containers for the Ruach HaKodesh. If it's not already, you're supposed to nurture those containers for the Most High, because that's what they are. They are containers. Your children are containers for the spirit of the Ruach, the breath of the Ruach. Well, my fault. The breath of the Holy Spirit, my fault. Ruach is Holy Spirit. Ruach means breath. So it's Ruach HaKodesh. So they are vessels for the HaKodesh while they're still innocent. And you're supposed to nurture them. You're not even supposed to be in corrupted environments, because contrary to popular belief, when you are getting married and you have Ruach HaSatan hanging around, right? You have Satan hanging around these children. And guess what they're doing? Guess what Satan is doing to your children? when you pollute their minds with these tablets and they crash out when you take them away, take the tablets away because you lack wanting to discipline your children for righteousness' sake. For righteousness' sake. When you get married for righteousness' sake. For the sake of YAHUAH, you get married. Not for your own sake. It's not for your sake at that point. And after you done committed the deed with a woman, or you woman that committed a deed with a man, you are now obligated to correct your fornication by getting married to that individual, whether you understand me or not. Most High don't care about your happiness. What you mean happy? He care about, are you gonna obey? He'll create you to be happy. And once again, you got people out here that practice using the back door to heaven, which is witchcraft, right? You got people out here that practice manifestation. You got people out here that practice manifestation and know how the laws work. And a lot of them have lost their moral compass. They don't have a conscience when they do things bad because they feel like they can forgive themselves. Once you turn to the Most High, though, humility. You're supposed to have your humility. When you get married, your humility exalts your marriage. Your practitioner of the RUACH exalts your marriage by behaving correctly towards your wife or your husband. Like I said, when marriage is challenged by Satan, it is challenged because of your carnal desires. Well, your carnality, your selfishness, your ego. That's why I say when people get married, if you're a selfish person, you shouldn't be married. And you are aware that you're selfish, and this is how you know if you're selfish. If you are looking at the individual saying, well, what can you do for me? You're selfish. Bad shame. Seriously. Don't be out here. When you get married to somebody, you get married to them because you want to add on to them. As a husband, what we're supposed to do is add on to the Most High. We're not even supposed to be thinking about y'all when we get married to y'all. We are, but we're not. We more so supposed to serve the Most High. Now, through us serving the Most High, you get the benefits of that, because when we serve the Most High, it says to esteem others as higher than yourself. So then y'all get the fruits of the Spirit by us esteeming you as high as ourselves, by initiating servitude towards y'all. Because that's normally what we do when we take the initiative to take you in. We initialize taking you in, but all we have to see is the willingness to want to serve us the way that we serve the Most High, YAHUAH. And I know it's unpopular. This is a very unpopular subject. Satan don't want y'all getting married. Satan wants y'all to glorify and exalt yourselves. He don't care nothing about you exalting the Most High. He don't. He don't care. He don't care nothing about y'all exalting Yahuwah or exalting Yahusha. He don't care nothing about that. What Satan care about, or my fault, Lucifer? Because, yeah, this is another belief that Lucifer and Satan are the same. They're not. Lucifer was corrupted by Satan. Lucifer, the angel that was cast out of heaven, was corrupted by Satan first. Satan is totally different than Lucifer. They're not the same. And the other fallen angels were corrupted by Satan as well. Because remember, Ha-Satan or RUACH Ha-Satan is defiled breath or defiled unclean spirit, unclean breath, unclean, perversion, carnality, earthly carnality, all this stuff. They're different attributes. They are different attributes. But, Satan uses the back door to heaven. Well, tries to anyway. He attempts to use the back door to heaven, which is why we have all these societal changes out here, or these people, that want to corrupt the ways of the world, or corrupt the ways of the Most High. Corrupts the ways of the Most High. That's why he keeps y'all single. He needs y'all depressed. People that are together, they're less likely to be desperate, more likely to work together for the greater good. So he needs to get that out the way. And the weaker you are towards your marriage, which is why you should only have one wife. You should only have one wife, because it's dangerous out here. Besides that, your commitment to your marriage only shows your loyalty to the Most High, Yahuwah. If you are not committed to your marriage, it shows your disloyalty to the Most High, Yahuwah. That's what it does. It shows your disloyalty. It shows your lack of obedience to the Most High. Remember, the Most High serves a servant. He obeys obedience. He submits to submission. And he's loyal to loyalty. Above all, loyal to wisdom and righteousness. If you go against any of those things, Most High not going for that. The Most High Yahuwah is not, he don't care about your happiness if it's killing you. Your happiness, what you people fail to realize, whether you're a male or a female, is that your happiness kills you. That's why I said in my last video, I ain't giving my I gave my free will to the Most High. I'm not serving myself. When I'm committed to something, or when I commit to someone, I'm there until they tell me otherwise. And the reason being is because I'm obeying the Most High first. The Most High, look, if you defile this woman or ravage this woman, you better marry her. And or if you allow yourself to give in to your fleshly desires with this particular individual, that's yours. You are responsible at that point after you done made, and they are just as responsible as you are. And so, yeah, you are supposed to follow the laws of the land when you get married. And yeah, I know it's a healthy price for divorce, and women are incentivized to divorce you. But that's why you're supposed to discern and get to know these women before you even get married, like, or before you even get in a situation to where to where you know to where you know that you could completely trust this person with your life. And then even then, you still not supposed. You're supposed to trust the Most High with your life. So it's your behavior that saves you. It's your behavior towards the Most High that saves you in that marriage. Seriously, it is. It's your behavior with the Most High that wants to. Uh, it's your behavior with the Most High. If you don't change your behavior, if your behavior with the Most High wavers during your engagement in marriage, and then you're not even supposed to be engaged long at all. When you get engaged, it's supposed to be 1 month top. 1 month. When you engage, that means you already got married in your head. So you might as well go through the process and stop trying to waste these women's time, or stop. Yeah, for the most part, because mainly women ain't. They not approaching men like that. Now these newer now, nowadays they do kind of like they try to take the initiative to let you know that they want to be married to you, but it's still rare. It's still a rare occurrence. And if you're not following the ways of the land, the Most High sees that. He sees that as you don't trust Him. You're trying to go away. You're trying to go around following the ways of the land because you don't trust that the Most High got y'all back. Honestly. And then why would you marry somebody that you don't trust to begin with? Or you wasn't fully ready to commit to or be committed to? If that was the case, then excuse me, y'all. If that was the case, if you wasn't fully prepared to commit, then stop putting yourselves in situations where you just in a whole bunch of confusion. Because let's say what it really is, y'all. Y'all really just don't want to live by the law of the land at all. That's it. You don't want to live by the law of the land. You want to do things your way. You want to backdoor heaven. And mainly, you want to be practitioners of your ego, your arrogance, your confidence, your lack of faith in the Most High, basically. Your lack of acknowledging the Most High. Oh, I did everything myself. I got this all by the grit of my teeth. No, you didn't. Because if the Most High's breath wasn't dwelling within you, guess what? You'd be motionless, no animation, no animation, no animation in your vessel. All your animation would cease to exist, and your vessel would crumble to the dust. I know. I was about to crumble to the dust. Oh, shoot. I done almost died a few times, so. Most High don't care. He cares about your acknowledgement. He cares about your obedience. Stop being out here trying to get around commitment. And no, I get it. I understand that commitment can be a dangerous thing. That's why you're supposed to focus on the things of the Most High when you're single. And then when the woman wants to help you out, then that's who you marry. You don't marry the woman that's not willing to help you out, or the woman that's not willing to commit to you, or the woman that's not trying to be an add-on in your life. You got to get rid of, like, stop trying to entertain it. Stop entertaining your lustful pleasure, because that's all you want to do. And then if you do entertain your lustful pleasure, you better get married to her. Because it ain't going to be sweet after you done entertained her and then you try to disconnect. Now, some of them are moving like dudes nowadays where they want to just smash and dash. But even with that, that's still risky. Let's say that you decide, let's put it this way. Let's say that you become successful and they just decide they want to, they want to play with your finances afterwards. Because you was entertaining y'all was entertaining y'all lust for so long. Yeah, that stuff that's tricky. That's a tricky situation. If you don't have the intention to commit to who it is that you're trying to be with, or whoever it is that you decided you wanted to fornicate with or lust after, don't be surprised when you get what you get. Don't. It's not about to, like, Most High not going for you. Remember, the Most High does not protect your iniquity. He doesn't. He does not protect your iniquity. He doesn't protect your wanting to get around commitment. No. Like, if you don't want to be loyal, then, or if you don't want to be contractual with a woman because you don't trust the Most High to protect you in that marriage, because that's really who you're supposed to trust in that marriage. You don't trust your own, and then on top of it, you have to have some discernment. Let's say the woman do decide she want to leave or want a divorce, you are supposed to allow her to leave. Allow her to go. Same for us. But I would say this though, since they are incentivized to, not be committed to the marriage, I'll give it to you like this. The Most High punishes them the worst. And y'all might not see it at first, but just look at all these women that are being punished by their wanting to leave their marriages, or them getting an abundance of finances in the most wicked way that they possibly can. The women don't, they usually unfortunately, especially if you operating in a spirit of wickedness, the Most High not protecting them women. They think they being protected. They not being protected. To be honest, they looking over their shoulder. They can't go to bed. They can't go to bed peacefully at night. They don't have the comfort of having the head of the household. They don't. Especially if they do it in a wicked way. If they did it in a wicked way, the Most High not protecting them. And then if their conscience is seared, then they belong to the devil anyway. They belong to Lucifer. They don't belong to the Most High YAHUAH. Those women are being protected by Satan. When they are getting protected, they're getting protected by Satan. And then on top of it, they're not being protected for long. They're only being protected for as long as they are useful. That's it. Once they are no longer useful, Satan takes their life. He takes their essence. He saps their spirit away from them. Just look at these court cases. And just think about how much of their spirit has been drained out of them. Or where their heart is so hard that you can barely tell whether they're being truthful or honest or not. Or they've become so I would say psychotic maybe. Or no, they got more of a spirit of apathy. Like these people, they do things robotically and they have a spirit of apathy. So they're in such a habit of being performative that people can be misled. And they operate in a state of apathy. That's really how it is. They're not operating in no state of loyalty to the Most High. They operating in a spirit of loyalty to what? Their selfishness, their ego. Stuff that you shouldn't be operating in. This is why Satan wants to keep you or scare you away from marriage. But once again, don't take it personal. Most High said it was going to happen like this. So all you got to do is discern whether that woman is righteous and for the Most High, or is she for Satan? You have to figure out which one they for. And get out of your own way. Get out of your own ego. Don't you do it. When you get out here, you either commit to not having no intercourse at all, or commit to marriage. Because I know I did it. It's not worth it, y'all. It's hurtful. It is hurtful, especially when you know. Now, when you're well intended, as I am, I'm well intended when I deal with a woman. So I'm always intentional when I deal with a woman, and it hurts. Like when it's flinging, or when you're a fling, and they don't want to commit, or you're looking for something more serious than what they're looking for. You got to recalibrate how you choose. You got to recalibrate it. Stop thinking that everything it's not gonna go the way you want if you just out here fornicating. Abortions happen, diseases happen, all that stuff. Like, remember, it's the Most High don't want to see. He wants to see y'all fornicate. I mean, no, my fault. Satan and Lucifer, they want to see y'all fornicate. That exalts them. They want to see y'all having babies out of wedlock. He has no care for your peace. Satan has no care for your peace at all. And you got to understand that. And he don't know y'all. He don't care about knowing y'all. He know y'all enough to manipulate you. That's it. He might know you, but he know you enough to manipulate you into doing things that you ain't got no business doing. That's it. The Most High knows you completely because the Most High has a spirit of empathy. He sent his son down here. That shows you his spirit of empathy. The Satan, he has a spirit of apathy. The complete opposite. They're performative. They're charismatic. But they care nothing about you. They don't care about you. Not at all. So stop running away from trying to commit to marriage. Trust the Most High got you. All right? I'm going to leave you with this. If you made it this far, I love you. And trust that the Most High has your back when you decide you want to engage in a marriage. And that's all love if you made it this far. And I know this is a harsh message. It's harsh. It is. It hurts me. It hurts me to have to say this stuff to y'all. It does. It does. It does. Because I know. I know how it feels out here. I know you probably want more than what you feel you're allowed to have, but trust me, no, you don't. No, you don't. No, you do not. Trust me, you don't. You don't want them problems. Yeah, and I love y'all. I love y'all, trust me. If you made it this far, thumbs up the video, like the video, share the video, hop in these comments, and give your insight. I ain't going to the word. I'm giving y'all a down-to-earth conversation. Yeah, I spoke from the word, yes, but I'm giving y'all down-to-earth. I need y'all to understand, the Most High needs to be exalted. YAHUAH, YAHUSHA, and the RUACH HaKodesh has to be exalted in all of your ways. Do you hear me? Those that have ears, hear me. Trust me, y'all. It'll be worth it to trust the Most High YAHUAH to handle all your frustration. He is your peace. He's your refuge. And you're his if you allow him into your vessel. It's all love, y'all. All love.